As you can see, we're exactly where we ended off the last episode. Besides, we're talking to Ergon here. Ergon is willing to join us here, which is very good. Because them losing a clan like this is obviously going to be very nice. Yeah, there we go. So he is going to join us. How much is he going to cost, though? Probably like 750k. Ooh, 1 mil. That's not too bad. And obviously, we're going to be back once we're sieging. We'll probably siege Balgard. Actually, we'll siege Aprilia. Yeah, I'll be back once we're ready to launch assault on Aprilia, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and we've got the vote for Kragnar here. And we're going to give it to him. Wait, actually, how much more is it to give? We're going to give it to Civic, actually. Because we want Ergon to get this town. Yeah. So, we'll be back once we're ready to launch assault on... What's the town? On Aprilia, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see. We're getting the archers set up, obviously. We're getting the infantry to get to me. And once all the men get up here, we can obviously go ahead and climb up the walls here. It does look like, yeah, one of the formations are close. It says we have 3 formations. Where's the third? Oh, they're both right on each other. Yeah. Okay, this infantry is very close, so we can go ahead and just charge them up here relatively soon. And if we can take these walls, this is obviously going to be very nice here. Because we can maybe get Dertha to join us, and if not, we can take his final castle, then he hopefully will join us. Plus, the original king clan of Battania has no clans left. Well, not no clans, no land, so they can also join us. So if we take these 2 fiefs off Dertha, there's 3 clans that can join us on Battania. Which, if 3 clans join us, it's basically over for them. Because they've only got 10 clans. And if they lose 3 of them, they've already lost 1. So if they lose 3 of their 10 clans, they're running off 70% power. And they're already outnumbered in strength, about 8 to 1. I think we have about 8 men to their 1. So we really do need to win. Yeah, we just crushed them. Yeah, this is going very, very nice here. Yeah, but obviously, I'm not too sure what we're gonna do. I don't know whether to just siege Dertha's second fief and look for him, or whether I should look for him then siege his second fief, or what. I'm not too sure, obviously. But we can definitely do a lot here. I think we might just siege his... I think we might just siege his castle straight after this. I think we might just siege his castle and then see what we do. Yeah, this is obviously going nicely here. Oh, the battering ram's all the way over there. We launched the assault on the opposite side of the wall. And it's obviously working very effectively here. Plus, if the battering ram gets up, if we manage to lose the walls, at least we're going to have something that can just flood them. But Battania still does have a lot of land left that we have to siege. They are starting to lose a lot of it because it does look like another 2 castles are getting sieged. And once they lose those 2 castles, then it's going to really drag them back inland. Ooh, Civic might actually go down here. Oh, Civic actually went down. Luckily, it was an injury, not a death. If it was a death, that would be very bad. Yeah, obviously, it's going very nicely. Oh, they've actually got a little bit of a defense at this gate here. It does look like they're either almost done or they're going to get reinforcements. Yeah, they got reinforcements. I didn't know if they were just done in a second here. Yeah, so hopefully we can get a good amount of kills on them here. Oh, we are dealing a lot of damage to these guys. Ooh, I'm taking a decent chunk of damage, but we can go ahead and hopefully just destroy them here. They're losing a lot of men. And also, it's very good when we get battles like this where we've got 9 deaths to 110 kills. Because they can't sustain this. We maybe could just about sustain this. They definitely can't. They definitely can't. Where are their men? Are they like glitching this house or something? Yeah, where actually are their men? Does look like they've just got more reinforcements, which I don't really know where they are. I'm kind of just following our men and trying to find where their men are. It looks like they might be over here. Yeah, it looks like they are over here. Yeah, we're just wiping them here. They've got the last little amount of men. And then obviously we've took a town off them here, which is obviously very nice. Yeah, they're down to the last 11 men, which I can see at least 2 of them retreating. Yeah, they've got 9 men left. Which I'm just going to chase this one troop that was running this way. And we can obviously see if we can find him here. Yeah, they're down to the last 8 men. Is this troop still over here retreating? Are their last men 8? Are their last 8 men glitched? Or I'm not too sure. I've got a stick in my back though, literally like a wooden stick. I think it probably like a javelin or something. Might just having to walk around the town here because this does not look like the right way. Yeah, it obviously wasn't, but we still won anyway. And I think we'll be back once we're sieging something else, or we've got the vote, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and we've got the vote of Aprilia here, which is going to go to Ergon, exactly how I was hoping. And then we can go ahead and just launch assault on this castle here. We can obviously siege it, hopefully win. Then this should go to Ergon. Then we can look for 2 clans here. Oh, I almost accidentally let them get a catapult here. We can take this, then we can go ahead and look for Dirtha and Musa here. Both of those will be willing to join us. Once we find them both, that's going to be great. We're going to get another 2 clans, hopefully. Then we should just be able to sweep through Battania. Getting an extra 2 clans off them. That's going to put them from 10 clans down to 7. And it's also going to give us 3 clans stronger. Which is obviously just going to make that much of a difference. We already have 30 clans, but an extra 3 clans is definitely going to be helpful here. We do need to find where the ladders are, obviously, here. This is actually quite a decent castle here. Pretty sure we've done this castle quite a lot. We've probably sieged every single thing on the map here at some point in one of these campaigns, in all honesty. We've done a lot of sieging. Sieging's like the main thing we do, especially later on in the campaign. But that's kind of what you just do in general anyway, sieging. We can obviously go ahead and climb here. It does look like both the ladders are just going to stay up here, which is quite good, especially if we can get all of the men up here. Is that all the men? Yeah, that's all the men. We can go ahead and just charge them. They can just go ahead and climb. And we can obviously just take this castle pretty easily, I'd say. They've got like 200 men or something like that. It's lightly defended, which is definitely good. Oh, I almost just fell off there completely and died, which would not have been good. Oh, I was going to go ahead and grab a bomb and blow them up, but didn't really work there. We did get more damage on them than they got on us. I think we might have killed our own guy. Can we go ahead and lob one up there? That actually kind of worked, but at the same time didn't. Oh yeah, we managed to kill a few guys with that and damage a lot of them. Now we can actually start helping without damaging our own men. Yeah, we just went ahead and crushed them. Now we just need to flood through, honestly. We've probably got the same amount of men in the walls as they do. And even with reinforcements, we probably have the same. So we can just go ahead and crush them. Yeah, they're trying to get reinforcements on this wall, but it's just not going to work. With their numbers, it's really not going to work. They can try, but I don't think they're really going to get many men past. And what men they do get past is just going to get crushed here. Yeah. Obviously, this is going to go very good, though. Once we take this, if we can find those two clans, like I've been saying, it's going to be very good for the war. Them losing 3 clans when they've only got 10, that's them losing 30% of their strength permanently. Also, I think they're at something like 7,000 power or something. We're at almost at 50,000 power last time I checked. Which was, I think, about the start of this episode. Maybe just near the end of the last episode. I'm not too sure. Oh, we are taking a lot of damage on the staircase here. But we are pretty surrounded and we've got most of their men here. Yeah, that's just went beautifully here. I can't even jump off the side here. I was planning on jumping off the side onto that, like, probably like an oven or furnace or something like that. But we're actually kind of stuck on the stairs right now. I can't physically, you can't even go over the edge of the stairs. Oh no, it's actually a statue. But either way, they're just getting absolutely mauled at this defense. They've got 4 kills. They've killed 4 of us and lost 100 of their own. This would be very good happening if we were the ones defending with 4 catapults, and that would be very good odds for us. But being the attackers and crushing them this hard is amazing. Oh, they have got more reinforcements though. But I don't really see militia doing much against the sheer amount of infantry and stuff of just elite men. We just got an absolute blockade right in the center here. I'm gonna actually defend the retreating part here. I'm just gonna sit back a little bit with the ball. And we can just go ahead and crush the last 8 men here. Yeah, we can go ahead and crush the last 8 men. Yeah, they've got 2 men left. Is the final trooper? It might have been glitched. They did stop for a second. They keep stopping and then charging. I'm gonna actually head over there. He might be in like the gate or something. There's a high chance he's probably in the gate. Or is he complete? Are they running to our siege camp again? It does look like one of our men caught up and killed him, which is pretty good, I'd say. And with that, Dirth has now got 0 fiefs in Battania, which now means he might be more willing to join us. We've never asked him to join us because obviously a king wouldn't join us, and then the first thing he did once he stopped being a king is join Battania. And then they instantly got him land, so we never got a chance to talk to him while he was a noble. We haven't got that good a relation with him. They're dropping 600 men in a castle defense. They can't even carry 600 men. Yeah, so what we're going to do, I'm going to sort out the men. I'll be back once we sort out the men, and we've either got the vote or we're talking. Actually, I'll just skip the vote, because it's probably going to go to Ergon. And once it goes to Ergon, we're just going to be talking to some of the lords, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. We haven't found any of the lords yet. But what I was going to say is, what has actually happened here is Omar, he was taken prisoner. Oh, he's at Make B. We're going to have to head back to Make B then. But basically, we're looking for, obviously, Musa here. Musa and Dirtha are both being taken prisoner. One of them, Dirtha's at Mechalovian. He's at Omar. Oh, he got freed out of Omar. Well, not freed, but he escaped. We just took that. Are we going to take Flint Dog? How close is that? That's actually very close here. 32. They're taking it with 70 men. 65 versus... Yeah, that's a victory barely, though. They've just took Flintog and Mechalovian, which is obviously very nice here. What are they going to, though? Sevik is getting Mazadan, which isn't too bad. And what's the other fief going to? Well, that's obviously pretty good. We've just took another 2 castles off them, which taking both of those pushes them back. Plus, now they're sieging Takor. Apis has got a big army. He's got 2,000 men with him. Of castle. He's sieging of. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Such a pleasant surprise to see.
They're attacking me. They think they're going to win this as well. Yeah, is there any actual lords that can join us here? Not really. They think they're going to win this. That's the funny part. Yeah, well, anyway, so they siege that. Obviously, we've got a town and a castle up there. They've got basically not much left. AP's got a big army. They think they're going to win this. This is actually hilarious. They're about to get absolutely destroyed. There's no way they're holding out against my force. But anyway, all we need to do really here is take the last two clans that we really need. That's going to devastate them down in power. They were almost a tenth of our strength here. And if we take those two clans, they're going to have barely any clans left, actually. They actually do have quite a few clans. They definitely do have quite a few clans. They've actually got 9 clans still, which isn't too bad. If we take another 2 clans, they're going to be at 7 clans against 35. Yeah, so they're going to be 7 against 35. So we're going to have 5 times the amount of clans and 10 times the amount of strength. But we're going to obviously crush them here. They're not winning this battle. There's no way they're winning this battle here. They think they're going to win, but they're not going to. And once we win this, that's going to be very nice here. Do we just reinforce? I think right now, just because we're outnumbered a little bit. How many cavalry are there? They don't have many cavalry either. They're Battanian as well. Which means what we're actually going to do, we're just going to strengthen our infantry line. I think it's better to strengthen the infantry line, just thicken it up a bit more. I think that's going to work better for us. Strengthening our infantry line just so they're a little bit outnumbered. I don't think they really will be, actually. But we could just beat them just because of the extra 13 men on our lines. They are the attackers here, which is very good for us. Us just knowing we'll probably be able to sit in a position and just chill while they charge us is going to be very good. Also, reinforcing our men a little bit is going to be helpful. I think just thickening up the lines is probably a better option. Fiend champions could just shoot any incoming men. I think this will work out very nicely for us here. Yeah, I can't hit any of the cavalry. One missile cav. Yeah, they've got a lot of weak men. It does actually look like about an even battle, but they outnumber us 60 on this first field. The Fiend champions, I'm actually going to get them to hold fire. I'm going to get them to move forward. I'm going to wait until they're a bit more of a reasonable range before firing. Right now, it's just a waste of arrows. We don't want to run out of arrows. Now I think it's a reasonable range. I think they can fire at will. We're going to advance the infantry a little bit forward. Yeah, the volley of arrows can start to get some kills, hopefully. Plus, they're charging at us, which, if we can pick off a few of their men in their lines, or even just deal some damage. If they try and flank around, they're just going to get butchered. They are doing a nice cavalry charge, which is very good for them. But at the same time, they're just getting their they're just getting their cavalry trapped in our infantry lines. Then the archers can just mow them down here. They're not even charging with their infantry. They've just charged their cavalry for nothing, basically. That's very good for us. They've just wasted a decent chunk of their cavalry. Which obviously we dispersed our cavalry to thicken our infantry line, which I think was definitely the best option. Because now we just outnumber them. In infantry, we've wiped out 40 of them for 0 of us. The Fiend champions and the infantry are just getting good amounts of kills. The infantry are just sitting there while the archers are just getting a lot of kills. We did sadly just lose our first soldier, but considering they've lost 70 men and we've lost 2 men, this just proves how good my tactics are, and also how stupid they are. They thought that my army, I knew they wouldn't be able to gather like an 800-man army or something to take me down. And even if they were, I knew it would be good content to crush an 800-man army with half the numbers. Yeah, we've just wiped most of their force here for 5 men. Yeah, they've just lost 100 men. They're scattered. They've lost half of their strength for 5 men. Technically, they should get about 30 kills in this entire battle if they stay on track with what they're currently at. which also means they should get a kill every 20 deaths, which I don't think's too bad. 20 kills for 1 death in my army. I definitely don't think that's too bad. But yeah, all of their men are just falling now. This position's definitely a good position. They're still scattered backwards. I'm not sure if they're even going to charge us again. Or if they realise that they're just going to fail if they do. We can just advance though. Because what do we have to fear? Their men are shattered. They've lost 150 men. That's basically their advantage gone. We're basically even numbers now. Which, being even numbers against an enemy that's weaker than you is definitely good. Yeah, we should just be able to crush them here. Our army is just too strong. Like, well, it's not even an army. Theirs is an army. Mine's a personal party. The personal King's Guard is just too powerful for anybody. Oh, they're full on charging me. Oh, they charged me with like 20 cavalry and they managed to actually come out of that with a death and not even damage me. They're charging my infantry lines again with some men, which I really don't think is going to work out for them. I think it's just actually going to get them killed. Which, obviously, I'm happy to get some free kills. Oh, I did take a bit of damage there. But they're just falling very, very fast. The archers are absolutely melting. The archers, the Fiend Champions alone, for 34 kills. Oh no, it doesn't matter. They've got 80 kills. There's 34 of them and they've got 80 kills. That's definitely beautiful. Yeah, we're absolutely crushing them. We are taking a little bit more losses than I would hope. Obviously, it's not really, oh no, we're gonna lose. It's not even a worry at all. It's just, oh, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna take down the Lord with me. Yeah, I need to kind of get out of the archer line here. But as I said, I do actually charge back into the archer line to get more kills. They've lost 240 men and we've lost 20. They've got 100 men deep off in the distance. We're gonna actually charge the infantry line. We're going to advance the archer line here. I think it's worth just picking some of the men off while we can. Because right now they're just retreating. They're not even watching their backs, really. It's just free kills. Oh, he actually ducked and dodged it. That might be a Lord. I think that's a Lord right there. Ooh, I think that's definitely, yeah, that's definitely a Lord. How do I keep missing the Lord? Oh, they're retreating. They lost 250 men and they're retreating now. I guess they are outnumbered. Oh, they full on just give up. We're gonna actually take him as a prisoner. Yeah, they full on just give up. Which is very good here. Especially considering we're getting a lot of relation with some of the lords that we kind of need a relation with. Are we taking the prisoner here? No, I almost just freed. Who we want to keep? Yeah, so there, we can go ahead and do that. That's obviously very nice here. We just crushed a decent-sized army here. If Lucian... Oh. Lucian now doesn't own anything either. Battania is going to fall to pieces soon. There's 3 clans that own nothing. Oh. Yeah, there's 3 clans that own nothing. And we're hunting down 2 of them. And we're about to talk to one of them. Battania is going to fall to pieces if multiple of these clans join us. They already are falling to pieces and they've got like... they've got most of their men still. They went from owning a lot more land than this. Now they're crumbling. They're getting pushed back. Yeah. They went from like 12,000 strength to 6,000. And they've lost a clan, and they're hopefully going to lose another clan. They might just fall real quick here, if he joins us especially. He's actually not willing to join us, which I'm surprised. We're going to be back once we found Musa, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. He wasn't actually in Make B, so I think we're going to look for the clan next episode here. And obviously, next episode might be the final episode, or we might be able to get maybe 2 episodes out of it. I'm not too sure. They still have a decent chunk of land here, in all honesty. They're not quite dead yet. They've got 6 towns. They've got, like, 6 castles? Oh no, they've got 7 castles. So they've... Oh no, 8. They've got 6 towns and 8 castles. Yeah, they've got 6 towns and 8 castles. They've got 9 clans left. And that's where we're going to end this episode. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell for more. Thanks for watching. And obviously, that was a very good episode. We did a lot of good stuff there. And I can't wait for war sales here. So, obviously, I do really appreciate everybody watching. So, thanks. Peace.